Okay, so let's talk thread. To tell a good thread and a bad thread, you can always break it and see how strong it is. This one actually isn't that strong or whatever, but you can always tell the strength of it. The other thing you end up doing is taking about 4 inches of thread, putting it together. That's fine. It just curled up once.
Okay.
But if you get threads that curl up like this,
Right.
the thread can get caught and give you issues and all the rest of it. The other thing is the spool of thread. Some of these older spools, like this one, will have a little nick to it where you hold the thread. Always make sure that is at the top and not the bottom.
Okay.
Okay? We're always going to use the same thread on the top and bottom. Okay? And if you have, there's a nylon thread, a wool thread, a rayon thread, a polyester thread, a blend or whatever. I kind of prefer a blend, but even a polyester is fine. The concern I have is if it's got too much twist into it.
Okay.
Then that might give you, and it might just break and you don't know why, and then you re-thread up and you're going that way. Okay, to thread up your machine, wind your bobbin, you just take this and then you put
And
this.
it's always counterclockwise, right? The thread?
No, that
Here?
no.
Does that matter?
The nick matters.
The nick, but not whether it's
Not
okay.
clockwise or counterclockwise is where the nick is. That's what counts.
Okay.
So you take it, just like your old machine, you're going to put your bobbin on here, right? Put this in, pull this out, and then you're going to wind the bobbin. Okay? Simple, easy. To thread your machine, how I end up threading machine is I will hold the thread with 2 hands firmly, right? I put my foot down so my tension is closed. I don't want it open when I thread the machine. And I'll hold the thread with 2 hands and I go up, down, and then I pull right in, and then I pull it up. At this point, I kind of pull on both sides, make sure it's in there, and then I put it in the take-up, and then I pull on it. When I pull on it, I want to make sure that there is some tension on there. I want you to feel that and see how much tension you have on there.
Oh, that's a fair amount. Good.
It's a fair amount. Your particular machine, 4, 5, and 6 is highlighted. Okay, so it's going to be in that range. Okay, and then I continue down and I continue down and I continue down, and then I go into the needle. The needle. To see if you have a good needle or a bad needle, you take your fingernail and you go down along the edge of the needle to make sure you don't have any burrs on it. If you have any burrs, then you'd end up replacing the needle. Flat side of the needle goes to the back. The opposite side of the flat side of the needle is actually a long groove. You can put your fingernail in there to see how it is. On a package of needles, if you want to pass me one of those packages, please. Great. On a package of needles, you'll have 2 different numbers. Okay? This one says 100/16.
Yes.
Okay? Both the numbers are the same thing. One's a metric, one's an imperial. Okay? Needle sizes go, depending on the manufacturers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay? I sew everything off with a size 14.